Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Understanding Her, the space where we talk about personal growth and self discovery. My name is Neetu, and today's episode is about something that shape every choice that we make, our core values. Think about this. Every major life decision that you have ever made, whether it was related to your personal growth or maybe relationships, career, was highly influenced by your core values. Have you ever stopped and reflected on what are what are your core values? What is that you truly believe in, and what is that truly matters to you? Also, have you ever reflected on whether these core values that we have was these unconsciously adopted from society and our environment, or that is something that you chose consciously? And lastly, can we change them for self development? That's what we are unpacking today. So grab your favorite drink, take a notebook, and let's get started. Let's start with the basics. What are values? Values are principles that guide our decisions and actions. These are internal compass that influences how we behave, how we act, and how we interact with others. Some examples of core values are integrity, honesty, freedom, compassion. Your value decides what you prioritize in life. So, if you value security, you will choose a stable job over a risky business venture. If you value adventure, you would love to travel rather than settling in a one place. You might ask why values are important? Because they help us make aligned decisions, they influence our relationships, they create meaning and fulfillment, and lastly and importantly, they shape our self identity. If we end up making decisions that are not aligned with our values, we feel lost and make decisions that are based on external factors rather than what truly matters to us. And studies in psychology shows that when we make decisions and act with aligned to our values, we experience greater life satisfaction and lower stress levels. Now let's talk about how values are formed. Are they something that we choose consciously or that we develop unconsciously? And the answer is it's both. Unconscious formation of values happens during childhood and even when we like become adult. When we are growing up, we absorb values firstly from our parents, then school, teachers, our peers, society, culture, and our experiences. As grown ups, we absorb values from the things that we invest our time in, the TV shows that you watch, the books that you read, the people that you surround with, and even the content that you watch online. If we grew up in a household where hard work was praised, you will end up having strong work ethic. And if you grew up in an environment where status and wealth was prioritized, you will end up having financial success as your value, whether it fulfills you or not. The conscious formation of values happens with awareness and self reflection. As we grow up, we start questioning our values and deciding what we truly believe in. And this happens through self reflection, experiences, and exposure to different perspectives. There was a time when I used to believe that success means having a high paying job. But over time, I realized that I truly value freedom and purpose. So that shift changed how I pursue my career. So, how do you uncover your values that truly matters to you and not which were adopted from society? The step one is look at your past choices. What are the decisions that made you feel fulfilled or drained? So, for example, helping others in the past has made you feel fulfilled and happy. That means compassion is your core value. And if prioritizing money over relationships and spending time with your family has drained you, that means you value deep connections over just status and wealth. And could be a possibility that you absorbed this value for having a financial status or lifestyle from society or maybe culture or maybe just from your environment. Step 2 is examine where you spend most of your time, energy, and your money. So, what are the things that you are consistently prioritizing? For example, if you prioritize learning and invest your money, energy, and time in developing new skills, growth might be your core value. Step 3, identify your emotional triggers. So basically, what are the actions of others that has made you feel frustrated or inspired? For example, if dishonesty has made you feel angry and frustrated, that means honesty is your core value. So take a moment after this episode and write down what your core values are and what are the core values that you adopted from others. Once you know your values, now the question is, how do we change our values? Firstly, identify misaligned values. Are you living by values that no longer serve you? If you have been prioritizing external validation, but self acceptance is something that you truly value, it's time to shift. Second, redefine your core values. Redefine what truly matters to you. So, write down all the values that you wanna embody as a person who you want to become. For example, if you wanna prioritize your health, start treating workouts and nutritional diet as a non negotiable. And third, take small actions every day consistently. And lastly, surround yourself with like minded people. Your environment really impacts and influences what you absorb and how you will behave. Surrounding yourself with the people who have same values as yours or want to and working on having the same values that you also want, having those people in your life will greatly impact and will move you forward. Neuroscience shows that consistently acting towards a new value rewires your brain, making it a natural part of your identity over time. Alright, now that we have explored values deeply, it's time for the self work. First, write down all the values that you can identify in your daily life choices, maybe making a choice for a career or maybe choosing someone in your as your friends. What are the values that made you make that person make a friend, and what are the things that you get inspired by some movie characters or whatever books that you read and the content that you watch online. What are the things that are inspiring you? Write down those values and then differentiate what are the values that you have unconsciously adopted from outside but are no longer serving you. Circle those and let's move on to the next step, which is writing down new values that you want to adopt consciously. And next, right? Decide what are the actions that you'll have to take on a daily basis to actually embody those values. And lastly, because we want to create a system, create a routine around those values. Just 5 to 10 minutes daily actions, add that in your schedule and take those actions. Remember, values are not just ideas, they are reflected in your life. How you move, how you act, and how you behave. I believe the happiest part is that we can actually get to choose those principles and values in our life that are shaping our life. If you find this episode helpful, share it with a friend or share your insights in comments, and let's keep the conversation going. And don't forget to subscribe for more powerful conversations on self growth. Until next time, stay aligned, stay empowered, keep leveling up. Bye bye.